Mobbing represents one of the most insidious and pervasive forms of psychological violence in the workplace. It is a set of repeated, targeted, and systematic actions aimed at isolating, humiliating, discrediting, or pushing an individual to voluntarily leave their job. It's important to emphasize that this is not a single conflict episode or just an occasional criticism. Mobbing is a gradual, structured, and intentional process capable of slowly eroding emotional stability, motivation, and, in the most severe cases, both mental and physical health. Recognizing mobbing means being able to identify a combination of signals which, taken individually, might seem insignificant, but in their repetition and persistence really constitute a true persecutory pattern. Among the most common behaviors are intentional isolation, which includes systematic exclusion from meetings, emails, decision-making, and moments of workplace interaction. There's also continuous devaluation, like unjustified criticism, derogatory comments, and constant questioning of one's abilities. Demotion can happen too, with the assignment of humiliating, irrelevant, or below-qualification tasks. Communication obstruction is another sign, punitive silence or deliberate omission of essential information needed to perform one's job. And finally, defamation, the creation and spread of rumors, insinuations, or falsehoods to damage someone's reputation. The psychological effects can be profound. Persistent anxiety, irritability, depression, loss of self-esteem, difficulty concentrating, sleep disorders, and psychosomatic symptoms such as headaches, gastrointestinal problems, and chronic muscle tension. Dealing with mobbing really requires an integrated approach that combines awareness, resilience, and some strategic actions. Key steps include accurately documenting events, so keep a detailed journal with dates, locations, descriptions of incidents, and names of those present. It's important to preserve emails, messages, notes, and any objective evidence of the episodes. Recognize the phenomenon without self-blame. Understand that mobbing is a pathological dynamic of the environment, not the result of personal weakness. Seek targeted support by involving trusted individuals like witness colleagues, union representatives, or legal advisors specialized in labor law. Turning to professional psychological support can help manage stress, restore self-esteem, and develop effective coping strategies. And evaluate your options with clarity. In some cases, it may be necessary to initiate formal actions or legal proceedings. When needed, consider changing the work environment as a choice of protection and personal renewal. Preventing mobbing is based on building healthy organizational cultures, grounded in ethical and responsible leadership, clear and non-violent communication, regular manager training on positive conflict management, and internal reporting systems that are safe, anonymous, and effective. Work environments characterized by transparency, mutual respect, and collaboration are, honestly, the most effective deterrent against psychological abuse. Recognizing and addressing mobbing is not only about stopping harmful behavior, it's about reaffirming the fundamental right to dignity and respect in the workplace. Overcoming it means rebuilding one's inner balance, protecting mental health, and opening the way to contexts where talent and skills can be expressed without fear. Professional freedom begins where tolerance for psychological violence ends.